So, oh boy, SmackDown.
Come on,
You
it
really?
wasn't that bad. It was good.
Oh, it was bad. This
Uh,
all ruined with the main event, but I will get to that. I will get to that.
Come on, at least okay. Well, yeah, we'll get to that.
Um, so you open the show with, of course, you have the authority figures open the show.
No,
Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
and we're announcing a six-man.
But it's the same thing as Raw too, because Raw has that. Raw had the authority figures come out and have all the whole roster come out and announce everything. And then you do the same thing with SmackDown. And SmackDown stage hasn't even changed, too. It's the same stage.
No, not necessarily not.
Plus, yes, it was.
No. Plus, this is only the first week, so give it some time.
Everyone's keeps saying it's the first week, give it time. No! If you want to change it when you change the rosters.
Change always doesn't come immediately, Mike.
But anyways, what was it? Yeah, they had everybody in the ring. They introduced the WWE champion Dean Ambrose. I don't know if they're actually calling it now WWE champion, since now they're creating another world title for Raw.
They mentioned the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I remember Daniel Bryan saying it in the ring when he
I
had
was confused.
I don't know what they're calling it. I don't know what they're calling it, the WWE World Heavyweight title or the WWE title. I don't know what. But I'll just say WWE title from now, I guess. So now they're bringing to everybody's attention who's going to be the new #1 contender for Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam.
And we start off with a six-pack challenge with,
they chose Cena, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and who is the fifth guy?
Well, it says right here.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, it doesn't say right there. I mean,
wait, Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah, Bray Wyatt.
Then we have the six-man.
But then they announced that the sixth guy will be the guy who wins the Battle Royal in the beginning of the show. And out of all people to win it, it was
building up new stars, Mike.
But with no character, no character.
At least Apollo Crews did it. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to the on to the next match now with Natalya.
I was really hoping it was going to be Kane. Actually, I would have rather seen Kane than Apollo Crews.
Kane.
Even though Kane wasn't as good as he was in the past, I would have much rather had Kane.
No. We need new stars here. Kane.
At least Kane has a character. At least he has a character and could tell a story.
But he's not relevant enough.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Alright, anyways.
Becky versus Natalya.
Whatever. Becky wins. Oh yeah, then after that they introduced what was it? They introduced the divas on that roster.
Women.
I mean women, yeah. Whatever.
With Naomi
returning, Alexa Bliss,
and Carmella making her debut.
And then a weird entrance from Eva Marie, which, oh my god, how do you...
weird?
It was Eva Marie's music hits, and then there's just some guy going, "Ladies and gentlemen, the most magnificent, the most beautiful woman on this roster," or something like that, some weird...
No.
And not only that, and then you just have Eva Marie just come out showing off her body and blowing a kiss to the rest of the women, and then that's it. Then that's the segment. This is how you introduce the women on your SmackDown roster.
There needs to be there should have been a huge promo battle right then and there.
And the commentary. Okay, so here's the commentary team. You got Mario. You mean
I can't.
I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his name, so I'm gonna call him Mario. Mario. You
Ma-
got Mario. You got
a
J.
pa-
You got JBL, and you got David Otunga.
I can't even say his name correctly.
And
Murano Apollo.
And I don't know what. And I don't. No, it's not that. And I don't even know what the hype is with this guy. He's actually not even. He's like a DJ radio announcer.
Okay.
He's like, all right, gonna play for you, Aerosmith. Don't want to miss a thing. Right here on WK4. That's exactly how he sounds. He doesn't belong on the announce team. He belongs on a radio station. He's got a good radio voice. But no, instead, like when you hear him announce, it's like Cesaro with the with the uppercut party.
What's wrong with that?
That's not even that good. It's like, am I watching wrestling or am I watching or am I listening to the radio? It's not even that good. And anyways, then you got Miz TV. Miz interviews himself, kind of taking what Jericho did on one of his highlight reels. And then when you think he was going to introduce Randy Orton on Miz TV, he interviews himself. Then Randy Orton finally comes out, and again trying to build up Brock versus Orton at SummerSlam.
I can't even say it. Ronaldo. Let's say Ronaldo.
Mauro Ranallo, I guess. Yeah.
I would say Ronaldo.
All right. But anyways, yeah, Orton comes on Miz TV. They have exchange with one another, and then they have a match, and then Orton didn't even do much. All he did was like 2 RKOs, and then that was the match.
When it should have just been one. Because it's the Miz.
And I mean, okay, I understand you want to build up Randy Orton for Brock for SummerSlam. But why does it have to be the Intercontinental Champion? That just shows you that they don't care about Intercontinental title, even if it's on someone like The Miz. Of course, you got to have the like I said too. Anytime it's a non-title match with the title's not on the line and the champion's wrestling, the champion are gonna lose. It's completely ridiculous. Oh yeah, and then you get then I think there was supposed to be a match, and then Heath Slater comes out of nowhere. This was actually the only good segment on this show, where it was supposed to be a match, and then all of a sudden Heath Slater comes out and beats up the guy, and then he complains about not being drafted to any of the shows, which is like, okay, I'm actually glad they're bringing this into attention.
Yeah, story of, hey, I'm not being used right now for this roster, so.
And then Shane McMahon comes out. He's like, well, why should we hire you? You should fill out a resume like everybody else. And then Heath Slater tells him, what? I don't need a resume. I was with the Nexus. I was with the Core. I'm a 3-time tag team champion. I was part of 3MB. And it was kind of like, well, that's not much of a resume.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Wait, and the best part of that segment, we're like, okay, then Randall comes in, it's like, I'm the Hail Slurs, like, I'm the hottest commodity on this roster right now. And then Randall comes in and is like, yeah, I'm looking at the hottest commodity right now. And then, Gore!
Yeah, then the Gore to Heath Slater, and I'll admit that was the only good segment of the show. Oh yeah. Speaking of people coming back,
ain't no stopping me. No.
Well, I mean, everybody kind of knew. Everybody kind of knew by now that it was rumored that he was gonna come, so it wasn't all that surprising. I mean, I was. To be honest, I was a little surprised that Benjamin was gonna come back, because it was rumored that we didn't know officially if he was gonna come back, but obviously, from what we saw on SmackDown, obviously that's going to be the case. And I will say I am excited. I haven't seen Benjamin in a while. Hopefully that he does a good job with this. Then finally the main event. It was the six-pack challenge: Cena, Styles, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Apollo Crews. And the match was pretty good until, like, this was just all of a sudden, like, this is just out of nowhere too.
What do you mean?
Like, because then you, like, here's how the closing moments of this show ended, of this match ended. It was Cena hitting everybody with the AA, and then Styles comes back, hits a phenomenal flying forearm on Cena, takes him out. Then Ziggler comes out of nowhere and super kicks Styles and pins him 1, 2, 3. And at that point, I was just disgusted. I was just like,
wait, how are you disgusted?
Like, Dolph Ziggler, out of all people, to be your number one contender for the WWE title. Dolph Ziggler? What has he done lately?
They're going to legitimize Dolph Ziggler again.
But what has he done character-wise and stuff to evolve? What has his character done? What has he done in the ring? He hasn't done anything.
It's gonna work. I'm sure it's gonna work.
Oh my god! Like,
here you go.
Who cares about Dolph Ziggler now? Like OTRS Central said, fuck Dolph Ziggler.
Here you go, Mike.
What? Wrestling fans when Eva's yes. There you go. He just sent me a meme. He was just showing me a meme of what wrestling fans be like when Eva Marie's music.
Yeah, just like
they're all backing away.
Just back away.
But anyway, yeah, Dolph Ziggler being the number one. Like, couldn't you why not Baron Corbin? For God's sakes, like, why not at least give him a shot? Like, Baron Corbin won most of the matches with Dolph Ziggler. As if I'm not mistaken, he has.
I'm sure Ziggler and Ambrose are gonna have a good match. Maybe not.
Oh my God! Is that what all people care about? Is having a good match?
No. Well, we know Ambrose is gonna win, but it's gonna make Dolph Ziggler look good. Help legitimize him. We're gonna give him some story along.
But like, what could they possibly throw into? And it's babyface versus babyface.
Not the first time it's been done.
I know, but still, like, what story can you make out of this? Ambrose and Ziggler. What possible story?
We'll make one. Can Dolph Ziggler be legitimized enough or good enough to come out and beat the champion after how much?
Clearly, what we've learned this week is that Raw was the better show. Obviously. Clearly it was, and it's not saying much from my perspective too. It's definitely not, because SmackDown wasn't even great, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just,
All right.
It wasn't horrible, but it was pretty bad. I'll just say that
it was good.
But yeah, that's all for me. I can't rant any longer.